Hey everyone, welcome back to BullionIQ, your trusted spot for expert cryptocurrency and finance insights. I'm excited to have you here because today we're going to discuss something that keeps coming up in the crypto world. Is XRP the next Bitcoin, or is it actually destined for something much greater? By the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of why XRP might surpass Bitcoin in ways most people don't see, and I'll explain it in simple, easy-to-follow terms. First off, I want to thank everyone who supports the channel. Every like, comment, and subscribe helps me keep bringing high-quality crypto insights to you. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button because what we're covering today is going to be very important for anyone holding or planning to hold XRP. Let's get straight into it. A lot of people keep asking if XRP is the next Bitcoin. My answer is no, but here's the exciting part. XRP has the potential to be something even bigger. 10 years ago, XRP was valued at just a fraction of a penny, 9 cents. It's always smart to zoom out in crypto because short-term price swings can be misleading. For example, 10 years ago, Bitcoin was $388. Today it has gone over 6 figures. That's impressive. But comparing XRP directly to Bitcoin only based on price history doesn't tell the full story. XRP is not trying to mimic Bitcoin. It's aiming for a broader impact. Recent technical trends are interesting too. Bitcoin in 2023 spent a long time in a sideways range, then broke above the 200-day moving average at around $28,000 and surged to new highs. XRP has shown a similar pattern. After a long sideways movement, it broke above its 200-day moving average around 27 cents. Technically, it's a strong setup, but as a fundamental investor, I look beyond charts to real-world use and utility. XRP is designed for global payments, speed, and financial applications, which means it has far more practical use than Bitcoin, which is mostly a store of value. Many people feel late to cryptocurrency, but if you're entering XRP today, you're not late. The gains that could come from XRP's utility and adoption could far exceed Bitcoin's historical growth. Timing the market is less important than how much you hold. For example, if you invested 110 times this year when XRP was $2, you would have 500 XRP. That's more than buying a single XRP years ago. Accumulation matters more than timing, and strategic holding is key. Look at Michael Saylor with Bitcoin. Many thought he entered late, but his long-term accumulation strategy made him a major player. Similarly, focusing on holding XRP is far more important than chasing timing. Institutional interest is growing. Chad Steingraber reports that over 140 fund managers view XRP as a standout, especially as it approaches $10 to $11. Soon, it could be the best one-year performing ETF on Wall Street. Recent reports from WisdomTree show that while most cryptocurrencies are down, XRP is up about 4%, demonstrating resilience and strength in a challenging market. Experts like Sal Gilberti, an ETF provider managing XRP ETFs, emphasize Ripple's professionalism. They highlight that XRP is not just a speculative coin, but has real utility, making it extremely valuable long-term. Brad Garlinghouse, CEO of Ripple, also emphasizes that every move Ripple makes is to advance XRP. Strategic acquisitions and partnerships are aimed at positioning XRP as a dominant player in the global financial system. Finally, a shout-out to loyal subscriber Jason3363 reminds us all that health comes first. You can't enjoy wealth without it, so take care of yourself while preparing to benefit from XRP. Remember, XRP isn't following Bitcoin, it's carving its own path with strong fundamentals, utility, and growing institutional confidence. Let's dig into the technical aspects and market signals that make XRP so interesting right now. One of the most important tools for analyzing price movements is the 200-day moving average. This is a widely respected metric in both traditional finance and crypto. As I mentioned earlier, Bitcoin had a long sideways period in 2023, and the moment it broke above its 200-day moving average at around $28,000, it surged to new highs. XRP is showing a similar setup. After a long sideways trend, it recently broke above its 200-day moving average at roughly 27 cents. This breakout indicates strong upward momentum and shows that buyers are stepping in at a critical level. From a technical standpoint, this is one of the clearest bullish signals in the market, but charts alone don't tell the whole story. As a crypto analyst, I always combine technical signals with fundamental insights. XRP is unique because it's not just a speculative asset. It has practical use cases in cross-border payments, liquidity solutions, and enterprise adoption. When technical strength aligns with strong fundamentals, you have the perfect storm for growth. Another important point is market sentiment. XRP has been consistently mentioned by institutional investors and fund managers as a standout asset. Reports show that over 140 fund managers view XRP as one of the best-positioned cryptocurrencies for broader market success. They are not just looking at short-term gains. They are assessing adoption potential, use cases, and regulatory readiness. XRP has the advantage of being well positioned ahead of upcoming regulatory frameworks. This could give early investors a major edge, as many other cryptocurrencies may struggle to comply with new rules or lose adoption momentum. Strategic accumulation at these levels, combined with the upcoming potential for institutional inflows, creates a powerful setup for XRP. Let's talk about volume and liquidity, two other key technical metrics. Strong volume during a breakout above the 200-day moving average confirms that there is genuine buying interest, not just a temporary pump. XRP has been showing steady volume increases whenever it tests key resistance levels. This is a strong indicator that market participants are confident in the coin's value and long-term potential. In addition, liquidity is critical for institutional adoption. XRP's liquidity is increasing steadily, meaning larger investors can enter the market without causing extreme price volatility. This positions XRP for sustained growth rather than short-lived spikes. Next, consider the lessons from Bitcoin and other major cryptocurrencies. Many people assume that large participation equals decentralization or security. While Bitcoin and Ethereum have thousands of participants, the majority of network influence is concentrated among the richest players. This means a handful of whales can have a huge impact on the network. XRP, on the other hand, distributes decision-making power more evenly across its validators, creating a different kind of security and decentralization. This is a subtle but important technical point. XRP's network is robust, resilient, and designed to withstand potential centralization risks that other networks face. The combination of technical stability, institutional interest, and practical utility makes XRP an attractive asset for long-term holders. Finally, let's touch on timing and accumulation strategies. Many investors feel late to crypto, but entering XRP now is strategically advantageous. The breakout above the 200-day moving average and growing institutional confidence indicate that the market is ready for the next phase of growth. Whether you are buying small amounts over time or making larger strategic purchases, the key is to focus on accumulation and long-term holding rather than chasing immediate gains. History shows that those who strategically accumulate during consolidation periods often benefit the most when adoption and price growth accelerate. XRP's combination of technical signals, market sentiment, liquidity, and utility gives investors a rare opportunity in the crypto market today. Let's dive into why XRP is not just a speculative asset, but a cryptocurrency with real-world utility and adoption potential. Unlike Bitcoin, which is primarily viewed as a store of value, XRP is designed for global payments and financial applications. This gives it a fundamentally different purpose in the market. Ripple, the company behind XRP, has consistently focused on building partnerships with banks, financial institutions, and liquidity providers to enhance cross-border transactions. These partnerships are critical because they create a real demand for XRP, making it more than just a trading token. Every time a bank or financial institution uses XRP for settlement or liquidity, it strengthens the network and its value proposition. This is why many experts believe XRP is positioned for long-term growth that could surpass traditional cryptocurrencies that are purely speculative. One of the most important aspects of XRP's potential comes from Ripple's strategic acquisitions. Over the past few years, Ripple has acquired companies like Tranglo, a cross-border payment provider, and the G-Treasury platform. These acquisitions are not random. They are designed to enhance the XRP ecosystem and increase adoption of the XRP ledger. By acquiring established financial service providers, Ripple ensures that XRP has practical use cases in the real world. This contrasts with many other cryptocurrencies that focus primarily on hype and speculation without clear utility. Ripple's approach demonstrates a thoughtful, long-term strategy that benefits the network, the XRP token, and its investors. Another key point to understand is the XRP ledger itself. The XRP ledger is fast, scalable, and energy efficient compared to other blockchains like Bitcoin and Ethereum. This efficiency allows for near-instant settlements and lower transaction costs, which makes it highly attractive for banks and payment providers. Additionally, the network has been running smoothly for years without any major security incidents, proving its reliability. When we combine this robust technical infrastructure with Ripple's strategic business moves, it's clear that XRP is being positioned as a foundational technology for global finance. This gives XRP a practical advantage that many other cryptocurrencies simply do not have. Brad Garlinghouse, CEO of Ripple, has also shared important insights about XRP's future. He emphasizes that every decision Ripple makes is intended to advance the XRP ecosystem. Whether it's acquiring key companies, expanding partnerships, or improving the XRP ledger, the goal is to build trust, utility, and liquidity for XRP. According to Garlinghouse, the strategy is like a three-dimensional game of chess. Some moves are obvious and highly visible, while others are less obvious but equally important. This level of strategic planning sets XRP apart from many other cryptocurrencies that rely mainly on speculation or marketing hype. Investors can take comfort in knowing that Ripple's leadership is actively working to expand XRP's real-world impact. Furthermore, it's important to note that institutional interest in XRP is growing. ETF providers and fund managers are starting to see XRP as a reliable and utility-driven asset. Reports show that XRP continues to attract attention because of its stability, adoption, and unique positioning in global finance. Unlike many altcoins that experience extreme volatility with limited real-world use, XRP is consistently being recognized for its potential as a tool for financial infrastructure. This combination of practical utility, strong leadership, and institutional support creates a compelling long-term growth story. Finally, the timing is important. Many retail investors feel late to cryptocurrency, but entering XRP now provides a unique opportunity. With upcoming regulatory clarity and growing adoption, early investors could see significant benefits. The key takeaway is that XRP is not trying to replicate Bitcoin. It is building its own path with tangible use cases, strategic acquisitions, and strong network infrastructure. This positions XRP as a cryptocurrency that could play a central role in the future of global finance. Now that we've covered XRP's utility, technology, and Ripple's strategic approach, let's focus on the market perspective and potential price growth. One of the first things to understand is that XRP is often compared to Bitcoin, but this comparison is misleading. Bitcoin's value comes primarily from scarcity and its reputation as digital gold. XRP, on the other hand, derives value from its utility in cross-border payments, enterprise adoption, and financial infrastructure. This gives XRP a fundamentally different growth trajectory. Technical analysis shows that when XRP breaks key resistance levels, such as the 200-day moving average, the potential for sustained price increases is high. Historical patterns in cryptocurrency suggest that coins with strong fundamentals and growing adoption often outperform purely speculative assets over the long term. Institutional sentiment is another key factor. Reports indicate that many hedge funds, ETF managers, and institutional investors are closely monitoring XRP. According to recent updates, some of these funds are prepared to make strategic allocations into XRP as soon as market conditions are favorable. This is crucial because institutional participation not only increases liquidity, but also reduces volatility. XRP has the advantage of already having a solid network and practical use cases, making it an attractive choice for large investors who prefer assets with lower risk and higher utility. When institutional inflows occur, price appreciation often follows, as we've seen historically in other major cryptocurrencies. Let's also consider long-term growth potential. Experts believe that XRP could see substantial gains once adoption expands further and regulatory clarity improves. The XRP ledger's fast, scalable, and energy-efficient infrastructure allows for massive transaction volumes, which can support global financial operations. As more banks and financial institutions adopt XRP for cross-border settlements, demand for the token is likely to increase. This aligns with the idea that XRP is positioned for something much greater than just mimicking Bitcoin's price trajectory. Its real-world applications create a foundation for sustainable growth, not just short-term speculation. Technical traders often look for chart signals, and XRP currently shows several bullish indicators. The breakout above the 200-day moving average, combined with increasing trading volume, suggests that a new upward trend may be starting. Additionally, the formation of higher lows in recent months signals that buyers are consistently stepping in at key price points. From a professional crypto analyst's perspective, this is a strong confirmation that the market is preparing for a potential rally. It's not just hype. These are measurable technical signals backed by fundamentals. Another point to highlight is the strategic advantage Ripple has over other cryptocurrencies. By acquiring companies like Tranglo and G Treasury, Ripple ensures that XRP is embedded in critical financial infrastructure. Each acquisition increases the token's utility, adoption, and global relevance. This strategy demonstrates that XRP is not dependent on market speculation alone. Unlike many altcoins that rely solely on price hype, XRP's value is being reinforced by tangible business decisions and real-world adoption. This is why experts continue to view XRP as a long-term standout in the crypto market. Finally, timing and accumulation strategies matter. While some investors feel late to the crypto market, entering XRP now can be highly advantageous. Early accumulation during consolidation periods often results in substantial gains when adoption and market momentum accelerate. It's not about when you buy, it's about how strategically you position yourself in a cryptocurrency that has both strong fundamentals and technical momentum. XRP's unique combination of utility, strategic backing, and market readiness gives investors a rare opportunity to participate in meaningful growth within the crypto sector. Let's conclude our detailed analysis with XRP's future outlook and what experts, including Ripple's CEO Brad Garlinghouse, are saying about the next phase of growth. One key point is that XRP is not just following trends, it's shaping the future of global finance. Ripple consistently emphasizes that XRP is at the center of its strategy. Every acquisition, partnership, and development is designed to enhance the XRP ecosystem. By integrating XRP into real-world financial solutions, Ripple is positioning it to be a critical component of cross-border payments, liquidity management, and enterprise financial operations. This gives XRP a utility-driven value proposition that many other cryptocurrencies simply cannot match. Brad Garlinghouse has frequently described XRP's role as a North Star for Ripple. What this means is that the company's long-term decisions are aligned with the growth and stability of the XRP ledger and the token itself. Ripple doesn't just chase price, it focuses on creating trust, utility, and liquidity within the network. According to Garlinghouse, each strategic move, whether it is acquiring key companies or forming partnerships, contributes directly to XRP's ecosystem. Investors can view this as a level of strategic planning that is rare in the crypto market. It's not just hype or speculation. It's a carefully orchestrated approach to building long-term value. Let's also consider expert opinions outside Ripple. ETF managers, analysts, and institutional investors continue to highlight XRP as one of the few cryptocurrencies with sustainable growth potential. Unlike other altcoins, XRP combines real-world adoption with technical robustness. Reports from WisdomTree and other institutions indicate that while many cryptocurrencies are struggling, XRP remains relatively stable and steadily growing. This demonstrates that the market recognizes XRP's unique position as a utility-driven asset rather than a purely speculative token. For investors, this adds confidence that XRP is not just another coin riding on hype. Another important factor is timing. Many retail investors feel they are late to crypto, but entering XRP now offers a unique advantage. Regulatory clarity is on the horizon, and XRP is already positioned for adoption by financial institutions. Buying during a consolidation period while technical and institutional signals are improving allows investors to accumulate strategically. Unlike assets that rely solely on market sentiment, XRP's growth is supported by fundamental drivers, technical indicators, and institutional recognition. This combination makes it one of the most compelling long-term investments in the cryptocurrency market. From a technical perspective, XRP is also showing strength. Breakouts above key moving averages, consistent higher lows, and increasing trading volume all indicate potential upward momentum. When combined with the ongoing expansion of Ripple's partnerships and acquisitions, the network is set up for a potential surge in adoption and value. As we've seen with other cryptocurrencies, technical momentum aligned with strong fundamentals often results in significant growth over time. For investors who understand these signals, XRP presents a clear opportunity to participate in meaningful long-term gains. Finally, it's important to remember the human element. Investors should also focus on maintaining patience, strategic accumulation, and a long-term perspective. XRP is not a get-rich-quick asset. It's a utility-driven cryptocurrency with the potential to redefine parts of the financial ecosystem. By following the network's developments, keeping an eye on institutional involvement, and watching key technical indicators, investors can make informed decisions that maximize growth potential while minimizing risk. XRP's unique combination of real-world utility, strategic backing, and technical strength positions it as a standout cryptocurrency for the future, capable of delivering substantial value for those who participate wisely.